come down.
It's the Eastern Conference on display. Featuring the Boston Celtics. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. The 76ers hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road.
And they're 1-0 against them this season. And this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, whether it's 2 games or 20, you'd love to go unblemished against any opponent over the course of a season. Of course, the opposite is just as true. Getting swept is no fun at all.
It's a battle of the bigs. 2 fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
Here's Payton. Second chance shot. And it's Porzingis getting it to go.
No substitute for hustle and hard work. And Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there.
In the corner, it's Oubre. To the inside. Williams with the steal. Here's Porzingis. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I spoke with the Celtics head coach a little bit ago. He said they know the challenge going up against this team that can score so many points in a hurry. He said we cannot try to match these guys basket for basket and get away from our defense. Because if you slack off these shooters even a little bit, then they really go off. We'll see if they can find that balance tonight and even this season series. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, and you know, it's a tall task. Great offense tends, in most cases, to beat great defense. They've got their work cut out for them.
Here's Brown. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Tries again. Got a piece of it. And Tatum over to help. Pass to Embiid. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And here is Green. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and taken away by Brown. And a foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Celtics now. They trail by 1. Here's Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Maxey.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city. So they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
Embiid drives in. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Left side, Maxey. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Here's Payton. To the paint. There's Williams.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. A 3-ball. And they get it back. Embiid inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
I know it's a tall task, but you got to box out Embiid. It's really that simple, because if you don't, he's going to make you pay.
Brown outside. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. On the wing, Anunoby. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Now, here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
The kick out to Brown. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
Now, Dinwiddie. Anderson the screen. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
The Celtics.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Back to Lewis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Dinwiddie outside. They kick out to Hield. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hield's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
What a gifted shooter. Hield is especially dangerous from the corner.
And Greg, up and down the Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Pass to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
76ers foul. Paul Reed. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Left side, Brown. Here's Williams. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Pass to Reed. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Reed. Shot clock at 6. Anderson outside. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Substitution for your 76ers.
Celtics trailed by 3. Tatum with it. It's Payton, high post. Pass to Williams. And Williams slams it in.
Smart, tough, unselfish. Excellent find by Gary Payton.
And stolen by Payton. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Inside, there's Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. He's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
And it's the Celtics with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Here's Payton. There's the drive. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And how about the quickness on display there for Payton, especially when he's slicing to the basket.
There's the pick. Outside, Maxey. Back to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Embiid, what a show of force right there, going hard at the rim for the dunk.
There aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him, and he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
Pocket 2. Offensive rebound. The 76ers lead it. Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
Pass to Brown. All alone. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Tatum. Over Green. Williams in the post. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Second shot opportunity. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And the wide open shot from Green. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for Boston. They lead by 1. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. Banked in off the glass. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 3 now for Boston.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
First team foul.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Celtics ball timeout. And how about a big round of applause for your Sixers youth and team. Substitution for your 76ers. Joel Embiid.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court. Boston timeout call. Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers EMT.
Maxey looking it over. Poked away. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And the dunk by Brown.
The glove will lock you up now. That's what he does. He's a great defender, and it can lead to fast breaks.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Brown outside. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes. And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And here's Green outside.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Pass to Brown. Puts it up. Williams. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Embiid. Boston shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And they double up Payton. Brown feeling it out a bit. No good on that one. Great D that time from Oubre. The 76ers trailed by 9. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Brown outside. To the paint. Rebound by the 76ers.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to deal with Embiid as my assignment tonight. I mean, he's taking everybody to school. Stay out of the big fella's way because he's doing work.
Here's Brogdon. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And the Celtics can't hang on to the ball.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Philadelphia with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Pass to Tate. Inside. Here's Hield. Here's Reed. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Anderson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. And it's all evened up. Hield's got 6 points.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Here's Banton. No points in the game yet for him.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Anderson the screen. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. A shot by Tate with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. It's a one-point game. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Hield way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
Way beyond the line there. Hield's range is limitless. You have to check him once he crosses half court.
And that's going to do it.
33.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Philadelphia leading by 4. And here's Maxey. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensive.
No good from Payton. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Now, here's Maxey. From past the arc. Doesn't go that time. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you see Payton's eyes light up when the break is on. Very opportunistic in those situations.
To the middle. Maxey.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Tatum. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Just 2 to shoot. Tatum no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Latrey score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Love the mentality there. I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Here's Embiid following the bucket by the Celtics. Outside, Green. Oh, good with the triple.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Payton. The kick out to Brown. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Let's go. He can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. And Brown throws it down hard.
Brown is so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handle. You got to love how clever he is with the ball.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Payton. And finished off by Brown.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
Here's Max. Three-pointer by Embiid. Offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Right side Tatum. On the wing, Payton. Brown outside. Just 4 to shoot. And the rejection by Embiid.
Look at how well Embiid uses his size on defense there, swatting down the shot and doing it with authority.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Trying to get something going.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one.
Now here's Embiid. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball. You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
There's Williams. Money!
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Screen by Porzingis. Over in the corner, Brown. Launches it. Kept alive by Boston. Williams. Misses in close. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's his second.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
The composure on Embiid's face. He knows there's no room for error.
So the 76ers win it. It was a...
In the bank, like shawty, what you think? Take it to an island, you know that I'm styling on these rappers. Yeah, they